old lady says it's okay.
Well, he's got the baby, right?
Yeah, no, I was just fucking with him. He said about 20 minutes, and then Rye might pop in. I don't know. We'll
Oh,
see.
cool.
We live? I can never tell if we're live.
Yeah, I think we are.
Hold on, it says my event is starting.
Yeah, I got an ad right now.
Fuck.
So they're putting ads on your channel?
Yeah, no, I can talk about that a little bit too.
Yeah, we're live.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Overdose Vapes. This is Obese Mode number 107, 8.
Yeah, that's what it says, 7.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of these. We got Daytime Frank here with us. Thank you so much, Frank, for joining us. We were just talking before the show. And next month sometime we might have a special guest. You know how these things go, though. But hopefully we'll get Matt from Suck My Mod. I've been talking to him, and he was kind of talking about coming on the show. So, hey, you never know. We might have a special guest. No promises, though. Like with what's his name, the other guy who told me he was going to come on and then never did. The guy who made the top side. I can't remember his name now.
Oh, Brian.
Brian, yeah. Damn you, Brian. Yeah, so anyways, so if you saw the ad that rolled before the show, I actually didn't like put that on or anything. YouTube is monetizing my channel. And now literally every video is remonetized. So there was a period there where nothing was monetized. And any new upload would go to the yellow mark. And I would say 90% of my old videos would also demonetize. And then one day I woke up and I uploaded a video and it was monetized. And I was like, wow, that's weird. And I looked down the page and it was just, all I saw was the green monetized things. And so I started scrolling and it's like literally the only things that are demonetized are I have a couple that have copyright things, like where I get copyrighted music. And so they're still monetized. I just don't get the money from them. So, yeah, so pretty interesting. Every time I think that YouTube is going to fuck us, then they do weird shit like that where they remonetize me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about you, Frank? You monetize your channel?
I don't have enough subs yet.
Oh, what's the rules?
1,000.
1,000.
And 1,000 if I had the view time. The view time is 4,000 hours in a year. I got that. I'm almost 5,000 average, but I only a little under 700 subs.
Yeah, you'll get there this year, though.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, if I do, I do. If not, I know the people that show up every week. They're loyal. So
you have a really good audience.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's not always about like, oh, I have this many subs. I think we're learning in YouTube, sub numbers don't mean shit.
No,
they don't even show our subscribers our content. So that really doesn't matter. It's a metric of like showing, especially back in the past, it was really important to like, I have this many subs, but I think now, more and more, it's just not important. So, what are you vaping?
Let's see. I got Archon with the Drop Solo.
Oh, that's nice.
I have my mix from today in there, the Whisker Liquor, which is a cake batter or a cupcake batter.
With whiskey?
No, the whisker. Like how you mix it up, batter. That's where I got the Whisker Liquor from.
I didn't even see the theme for today's show. What was the theme for today's show?
Cookie dough and cake batter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, getting creative. Let's see. I got the Orion Q in.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Ooh,
dude, e-ciggity $35 with 2 pods. I'm
gonna get one.
It's not bad. I'm running some high test Nick sauce that I got in, so it's a little bit of a chest thumper. Because Vapecraft sent me Salty Beaches, their new line.
That's what I'm vaping right now. You living cheesecake?
That's exactly what I got.
That's the only good one. I mean, let's be honest. It's the only good one.
Right, well, this is the only one I've tried so far. 25 milligram, and this is heavy because this is like 17 watts.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so I might actually. The vape shop down the street has the pods for my Boulder. So I may grab a couple of them, like $5 a piece.
I really want one of those. I've been wanting one ever since I saw one. I'm going to get it. Yeah, $35. That's a good deal. Good old e-ciggity.
Yeah, hell yeah! And they got a big sale this weekend too.
Yeah, Memorial Day. So everybody who's watching, make sure you hit up all your favorite vape shops and e-liquid places and shit like that, because everyone's gonna have sales this weekend.
Yeah, this lemon cheesecake reminds me of like lemon killer custard.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, Vapecraft, every once in a while, they surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm very honest with Vapecraft about like when they send me stuff, because I've been working with Vapecraft for a long time.
Yeah.
I always tell them like I'll probably do one of the line that I like, because they're kind of hit or miss a lot of times. But this is really good.
I was impressed that they actually contacted me. I'm like, yeah, sure, send it to me. And the reason why, because they said they wanted to send it to me, is why I picked this up.
Nice.
I really don't have anything with Nick salts.
Now you do.
Yeah. So granted, this is a little heavy on 25. So these things are more probably better with lower nicotine levels, with freebase Nick instead. Maybe like a 6.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's 17 watts.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Buick needs a wrench. Who?
James Rivera.
Oh, fuck yeah. I thought he already had one. How do I get people fucking wrenches anymore?
Go under name, 3-click, add moderator.
It's not letting. Oh, yeah.
3 dots.
I got it. I haven't had to do that in a long time because one day I just basically gave everyone moderation tools.
Yeah, you pulled a Tommy.
Yeah, fuck it, man. If they wanna help out, let them help out.
Yeah, I got that. And also I got the Juggernaut Mini.
Oh, nice.
I picked this up at eSiggity out of the clearance bin. This is the GTS 230 from RevTech.
Sweet.
It's got
Never heard of it. It's cool. I like it. Man, I love clearance aisles and shit. Clearance fucking sales. Love it.
Yeah, this one, I mean, it's good. It does 230 watts. I heard it's a little overrated, but I'm running a single coil 0.3 build. And this is not, I mean, the QP designs, the Juggernaut Mini, this is a kick-ass tank.
Yeah, I've been really looking at that. Better to have too many watts than not enough watts.
Yeah, because you get better battery life.
Absolutely. And you know what? Hey, maybe one of these days you have a fucking RDA that's got a low ohm build. You want to kick up the jams? There you go.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't bring it up, but I just re-wicked it, and for some reason it's still leaking. My high, if I crank that open, and I put the bigger drip tip on it.
Yeah.
I mean, and freaking 130 watts, and it's still a cool vape. Put a 0.09 in it.
Yeah. What up?
What up? Can you guys hear
Tyler?
me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Word.
10-4. What was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know. I totally lost it. Go ahead. Finish. What were you vaping?
Yeah, and I got that, and I got a strawberry custard in there, and the old standby Citadel on the top side.
Oh, rocking the top side.
And in here, I'm actually running custard de leche from Midori Liquid.
Wow, nice. That's a good liquid. That's a really good liquid.
I had 120 sitting in the cabinet for like ever, and I'm like, you know what, let me vape this.
So I went out to my storage unit, and there was a bunch of crap that had been thrown in there after I had moved, and I found a bottle of a Dory liquid unopened. It was the fuck was it? Consequence?
Yeah,
it's been sitting for a year.
Lucky son bitch.
That shit was like black.
Oh, yeah.
But I tested it and tasted it. It was fine. It wasn't peppery or anything. It was just fucking dark. So, yeah, pretty
Did
good.
you vape it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I am not a snob. I will vape rotten e-liquid. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the last thing I got going is the Killing Time RDA on the El Thunder 18650, and I got whatever in here. It's like a mismatched pile of stuff in my. I just keep dry burning the wicks and throwing something else on it.
Nice, old school style. I remember when I first started YouTube, people, the only other people who were doing like e-liquid reviews, that's how they would do them. They would fucking they would just blow that shit off and then add to it.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, oh no, I can't trust your fucking opinion of that e-liquid, my friend. Okay, well, I'm a little jealous because you have some really nice stuff right now. I'm a little jealous. I'll get over it though. I just put away all my e-liquid that I have for review, and I found one from Swag Sauce Now, swag sauce is really hit or miss, but this one is one that just got lost somehow, and it is a vanilla cream peanut butter graham cracker with marshmallows.
Fuck, that sounds good, man.
So it tastes pretty good on the finger. I actually have not vaped it. I got some fresh cotton. I got it all wicked up here, so I'm gonna, and I got the Bonza. So I'm gonna give it a shot while we're filming this. I got my avocado with Killer Custard Strawberry on the, what the fuck is this? The US1 from Trinity Glass Hardware. I actually broke the glass on this thing.
Oh shit!
I've never even heard of anyone breaking the glass in their fucking avocado before, but I did. I was kind of sleepwalking again, fucking dropped it. It cracked in one place, and I couldn't get it because it was cracked. Like I couldn't actually like get it a good handle on it to take it off. So I had to take a fucking screwdriver and just break it all the way around.
Oh jeez.
But actually, as a consequence of that, I actually got to put in the blue O-rings. So got the blue O-rings rocking in there. I love the avocado, man. This is such a good, in my opinion, it's like one of the only good RDTAs that I've ever used. And the problem with these things is that the O-rings are really too small too small. So the top cap falls off like super easy. But I just replaced them. I found some bigger ones, and it's on there really good. So it used to be like you could just fucking like go like this and it would fall. So really happy with this, making me love RDTAs again. I have an old school setup here, which is the Coolfire Ultra. This was the first high-powered mod that Anakin ever put out. It's 150 watts. It has that old school. Like instead of being boxy, it has that weird old school mod look to it. And I got the Goliath on there with the last little bit of White Girl that I have. More White Girl is being steeped, but it's just not ready. Coil Art Azeroth RDA triple coil on my minigun mod. I have to look at the names for everything. Thank God there's names. And the last little bit of Kangaroo Custard video's been filmed for that. Just waiting to edit it. Okay, what else we got here? Aeolus Light on the Switch with Killer Custard Strawberry in that as well. And then I pulled out the big guns for the show. I got the what the hell is this thing called? The Mutilator.
Oh yeah, Mutant X, isn't it? Mutation X or something?
It's supposed to be like a clone of the Mutation X.
Oh, okay.
But it was its own thing. It's got a dual heat fins on both sides. It's X airflow, which is super weird. Proprietary drip tip size, like it won't fit anything else, and nothing else fits this. And I have it on the Noisy Cricket. So I was just, like I said, I've been cleaning stuff out, came across this, and I was just like, oh my God, I got to rock this. This is so old school. And this is not ripe strawberry. This is just like a fucking little strawberry cream I threw together while I've been waiting for my White Girl to get done. And then I got one more thing. Got another 2700 US Interceptor from Trinity Glass with the US1 V2 RDA.
Nice.
And there I have Milkman Milky O's.
There you go.
This is my least favorite, probably Milkman flavor, but whatever. It is what it is. All right. ADV coils. What have you been vaping, my friend?
I'm outside, so all I got is the Defiant Designs TS with the TM24 Pro Eclipse cap.
Nice.
And in there I got the Emergency Vape Stash Strawberry Vanilla Custard.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I have not tried the strawberry one yet.
It's pretty good. The original's better in my opinion, but
I love that Emergency Vape Stash.
yeah,
it's just so good, man.
Yep.
Okay,
yeah, they're good peeps over there.
They are. They're really good people, and that fucking vanilla custard, in my opinion, is one of the best that's on the market. Just like hands down, it is just a damn good liquid.
So much flavor to it.
So much flavor, and just chock full of vanilla.
Yeah.
All right, let me say hello to everybody in chat real quick. We got James Rivera, Zach Johnson, Fix It Danner, that white guy, one of my patrons. Thank you for patronizing me. I don't think that's how that word is used, but whatever. Sin in. That's it. What's going on, everybody? Oh, and Zoe. What's up, Zoe? I almost missed you. All right. We got church. Church is in the house.
Good
What
church.
up? Yeah, so it's supposed to have some rain tonight. I've been kind of waiting for it all day. Man, I love the rain. Rained a little bit last night, but
yeah, it's been hotter than Satan's house cat here. It's been terrible.
I like that expression. It's supposed to be. I mean, by all accounts, it should be really hot here right now.
Yeah.
We're getting close enough to summer that we should be up in the 80s. You know, but the longer we can hold that off, the better. Because I have a really big feeling that we're going to have a lot of fires this year because we had a lot of rain, so we had a lot of growth.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like 112 degrees, and we're going to get some fires.
They just had some in Florida shut down 95 the other night.
Is that right?
Right there at the Florida-Georgia line.
Damn.
Like a 7-mile stretch where the fires actually jumped 95.
Jesus Christ.
Only 400 acres.
Good
Which for
thing.
the East Coast, that's a lot, you know.
Good thing it's all swamp.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just north of Jacksonville.
Wow. I didn't know Florida could catch on fire.
Yes, yeah, I guess some parts.
I guess alligators make good kindling.
Damn gators.
I used to make fun of Marie all the time before she moved up here. I used to be like, so what, is he like live in a swamp? All right, let's try this fucking peanut butter, vanilla cream, marshmallow madness.
Now that's
Shit,
the
a
same
lot going
company
on
that
there.
made that juice that you sent me.
Yeah, same company, yeah.
Yeah.
See, they're super hit or miss because sometimes they'll be really fucking good. And sometimes it's just like, whatever, you know? So Zoe said, we already have burn bans up here in Washington. We have, most of the time, we got burn bans here. Every once in a while, if it's like super moist, they will allow us to burn, but you got to be super careful.
Yeah.
Sin says it's already rained there. Okay, so we should be getting it any time then. All right, here we go. It smells like cinnamon to me. I could have swore it was cinnamon roll. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Kind of lackluster.
Not a lot of flavor.
No, you kind of expect it to like be really flavorful,
Yeah.
and it's just not. Yeah, no. No, just kind of has like a vague sweetness to it. That's it. Wow. I'm really disappointed.
That sucks.
Yeah. Fucking swag sauce.
Yes, I've been testing a lot of the Mullenberry flavors.
Mullen.
And, yeah, they're out of Poland.
Really?
Yeah, the woman, her and her husband run the company. She used to work for Inawera.
Oh, so it's like a flavorings company.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of them from a DIY vapor supply. And I just did a thing with their, just tested their Epic Vanilla. Basically, I put that at 7% for 0.5% of Pearl Super Sweet and throw it in the tank. And you use the steep out. All I'm tasting right now is the Super Sweet, not much vanilla.
I took the test, right?
Hello.
I go unless I can see
Hello.
on your text.
Look at that
And
hair,
big.
dude.
What a cutie.
Is that Tyler?
Yeah.
What a cutie.
He's awesome.
That's kind
Getting
of
big already.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little concerning that all you're tasting is sweet.
Well, I think a lot of their stuff, 14 days is really where there's not a whole lot of shaken vapes in their line.
7% though. You would think.
Well,
it'd be
It has a single flavor. Yeah, I mean, their strawberries are decent. They have a cheesecake that has you want to talk about lemon cheesecake? Right off the bat, their cheesecake has a strong lemon note. But it's not off-putting though. It's like, and so I put it with some strawberry. Because how do you brighten up strawberries? You throw citrus at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll see. I mean, I mixed it up. It's steeping.
It can't be any worse than the fucking strawberry cheesecake that I fucking just reviewed. That was so bland. Ugh.
Is that the one from the Wake Modco?
Yeah, it was so boring, dude. So
sucks.
fucking boring. It's cool because they give it to you for free when you buy one of those mods. But it's just so boring. It's just like tastes like sweet strawberry. Let me see here. So Sin N says swag sauce is usually nasty, but you think all commercial e-liquids are nasty, so you don't get a vote.
Oh yeah, Glamour chocolate is probably one of, if not the best chocolate out there to get.
We'll have to try that because it's like very rare that you get a good fucking chocolate, man.
Yeah, theirs is tasty.
Like a milk chocolate or what?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's solid. That one, if you get that and you get Hankson's Australian chocolate, you don't need to buy any more chocolates.
Hankson's Australian chocolate.
Yep,
Where is that from them as well?
that's from Hankson. That's another company.
I'm so behind on my fucking e-liquid flavor.
Hankson's expensive. You get these tiny little 10 ml bottles and they're like $4. But
It's cool to see that there's been a lot of growth in that field, that sector though, of like flavorings. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you think about it, even just a few years ago, our options were like
we're limited.
the big four or whatever. You know what I mean? The big three.
Yeah. Flavor West, TFA, and Capella.
And even Flavora is relatively new.
Yep. And now you have Wonder Flavors. You have Vape Train. You have all these the smaller companies, the Mullenberries, Innowaras still hit and miss. So then you got like DIY Flavor Shack. And there's just so many of the smaller flavor houses that have a few really good flavors.
Yep.
Liquid Barn, yep. Liquid Barn's Lava Cake. That's another good chocolate. It's a little dry, but you can build on it.
Chocolate has so many has so many traps that it can fall into. Being really dry, being really just being a flavor that you can't mix well because it just gets lost super easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or it dominates.
Yeah. In like the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one thing that I really like. Vaping Swag's chocolate donut, except for the chocolate is a little dry.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, I mean, all things being equal, it could be a lot worse, that's for sure. But I do like it. I think it's got a good flavor. But it is definitely a little dry. Anyone tried Sad Boy Shamrock Cookie? It's dead ass mint chocolate chip. I haven't tried it. I've tried a few different Sad Boys, but not Shamrock Cookie.
I like the original Sad Boy lemon butter cookie.
See, I don't even think I've tried that.
I haven't tried any of their stuff. And they're a Philly company too, aren't they?
Yeah.
They just had a big thing. I think it was this weekend. A new flavor line or something. They were doing a big thing in one of the few vape shops that are left in Philadelphia that's not just a head shop.
Bongs and dildos.
Yeah, exactly, Bong and Dildo store.
Now, I will say this: my local Bong and Dildo store, Trinity Glass Hardware. No, couldn't be that. What the fuck is it called? It's something really similar to that, though. It doesn't matter. My local Bong and Dildo store,
Trinity Glass Dildos.
Trinity Glass Dildos. My local glass shop. They sell bongs and dildos. They don't actually sell dildos. They're just like a head shop.
Yeah.
But they've had vape stuff for like a really long time. But we used to always go in there and give them a hard time. Like, hey, this shit's way overpriced. It's way out of date. You don't have any good e-liquid. We used to really give them a hard time. So most of the time in those kind of situations, stores just either they don't listen or they just stop selling it because they're like, these guys doubled down and they fucking said, okay, we're gonna listen to you. They went out and bought a bunch of brand new stuff. They spent like $30,000 like outfitting their shop, and now the majority of their business is vape stuff.
Hell yeah.
And it's like the local shop we have where I bought my first setup. Their juice, they didn't really sell a whole lot of, quote unquote premium e-liquid. It was all their house blends, and their house blends kind of sucked.
Yeah, always.
They had a ton of money for them, and they were charging like $10 for like a 15 ml bottle.
Yeah,
and they would do it all the way up to like 36 milligram. I mean, they were just ridiculous, and they didn't have a whole lot of newer stuff. It was a lot of old stuff. Well, they sold out and they got out of the business, and the company that took it over, the people that took that shop over, I walked in there. I just went in there to see if they had any kind of cotton threads. And I'm like, let me check it out. And I haven't been in the place since they changed hands. And I walk in and they got profile Unity RTAs right there, right in the glass. Then when they got a lot of new stuff, they got a shit ton of CVD. I was just like, oh, this place is really sharp. They didn't have the content I was looking for, but oh
well. That's the same way with this place was. So I didn't hear like, hey, this stop really changed. I just went in randomly to see. Me and Maria were just out shopping, and so it was like, let's just stop by here and see what they have, any e-liquid we're interested in, because we went to the dedicated vape shop, and they just didn't have anything we wanted in 3 milligram. So we go over to this fucking head shop, and boom, they have everything. That's where the dude hooked me up with the freaking oh my god, Junkyard Scotch.
Okay.
From whoever, I forget who does it.
Uncle Junk.
Uncle Junk. There you go. And I tell you what, that's like one of the best e-liquids I've had in years. And I'm looking, I'm like looking in there, and I'm like, wow, your guys' like prices are decent. Like, I mean, hey, the guy even like, so the manager. So I went back when he was there so I could talk to him. He's like, look, I can't beat online sales. He goes, but I can provide a lot of good products and try to compete. And so his prices are decent. I think he sells like a 30 mil bottles like 20, or like a 60 mil bottle is $20. You know what I mean? So it's not bad. It's not bad.
He's got to pay employees. He's got lights. He's got rent. I mean,
yeah. So I definitely go in there from time to time. I've actually been in there way more than I've been into the actual vape shop lately, which is, I mean, gotta step your game up, man. Yes, when someone's like the only game in town, which our local vape shop was the only game in town for like a really long time, it kind of breeds this laziness.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't really have to compete because where else are you gonna go?
Yeah. You have to drive 20 miles or whatever to go to one of the shops. They're like, screw it.
In our case, it's like 60 miles, the closest vape shop from here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, really, it's like there's really not a lot of competition for them. So now it's nice because both shops are really hammering it hard because they have to, so. So back to the chat real quick. So fucking that white guy said, I gotta try out this Sad Boy Shamrock cookie. I will. It's funny because we just did a review, me and Maria did, of Vaping Swag's Minty Mocha is a Christmas flavor. And we did it just for shits and giggles. But I tell you what, man, that shit is delicious. And it's not menthol or cold or anything. It's just straight up mint. It tastes like a candy cane, like a mocha candy. Fucking delicious, man. That guy really knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. She knows his stuff.
Yeah.
I still need to try Gizzard's custard.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Get the blueberry. The blueberry's better than the original. They're both good, but the blueberries.
I actually prefer the original. I like the blueberry. It's good. But to me, I think the original has that pancake aroma to it a little bit more. It's really got this pancake vibe to it, which I love, without any kind of like.
It's hard to pick. I mean, I was talking to Fresh one night on his stream, and he was picking it apart, pulling the flavors out. I just can't do it. I know there's Cat V2. There's nothing with DAP in it because he sells to Europe, so he wanted to keep it where he could sell it globally and not have to worry about it. And it's like 11 flavor recipe.
Yeah. It's not a simple recipe. No. Swag shit is fire. Fuck the dumb swag got it going on. I agree. I totally agree. So FV, I have tried Cocoa by the Pound. Not super impressed by it. Not super impressed.
I just saw a review on that. The guy said it was freaking awesome.
It's not. I mean, it's not super awesome. It's okay. It's not like you're gonna fucking throw it in the trash or anything. But it's definitely not. I would never buy it.
It's not the best of the by the pound line.
No.
Their peaches and cream's really good.
Really good. Surprisingly.
And I don't like peaches and cream, and that one was really good.
I tried it that night here on the show because we were talking about peaches didn't go.
Yeah.
I tried it. It's really good. It's really good.
I mean, I bet I have 7 or 8 peach concentrates here, and Once they steep out, tolerable for me. But off the shake, they all taste the same. They all taste like burnt rubber.
They have a really bad flavor, like just like cat piss or something.
Yeah.
So,
Mango for me is the same way.
I used to think that until I had mango milk from Milkman, and that shit is unreal. How good that shit is! It's so good, so good, motherfucker.
I've actually finally got around to eating real mango, and I'm like, this is better than all the concentrates I've tried.
Well, at least you've had a real mango now. Thank God for that.
Yeah. In all places, a gas station had real mangoes, convenience store.
Yikes.
Well, they have fresh fruit and everything. It's like one of the big chain stores.
Well, that's cool though.
Like with the superstores.
Nice.
Yeah, Flavor Chaser guy reviewed it, so that's why I got it. Okay.
Yeah. He's been around for a long time. Flavor Chaser.
That's the guy who I just saw review Cocoa by the Fountain.
Yeah,
He freaking loved it.
Yeah, he loves a lot of stuff. I mean, I get it. It's tough to be an e-liquid reviewer because most things aren't really terrible, and most things aren't really great. Most things are just in this big gray area. So sometimes when you get something that's half decent, it can be easy to like get a little bit overexcited about it. I'm not saying that's what he did. I'm just saying I've done that before in the past where I'm like so excited just to have something that's above average that you're like, oh my God, this is so fucking good,
Well, I don't know about you. I know when I review an e-liquid, I'm not worried about if it tastes good or if it tastes bad because everyone's taste is subjective. I want to know accuracy to the profile that they're trying to portray.
I love that you do that. That's really important. I think accuracy is really important. For me, I try to focus on, nowadays at least, the experience.
Yeah, and the quality. Like you can, especially us being mixers, we can tell.
You guys need help?
To a point, we can pick apart, what's in a mix, and we can tell if they're using quality.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
All right.
Or if they're using junk.
Yep. No, 100%. 100%. To me, what's important is quality of ingredients, the experience. Accuracy to flavor profile is really important, especially if you're advertising it in that way. If you're saying strawberry milk and then it tastes like bananas, that's misleading. And so that's really important to the consumer, to know that information. But sometimes I think that the vape experience is more important than what they say you're going to get, right? Like there's sometimes where it's like, they're like, oh, this is a cinnamon cookie with cream and dollops of fucking nougat. And then I taste it and I'm like, well, I don't get any of that. Yeah. But what's here is really good, So it's tough.
And if they get too wordy, then you're thinking, well, then they got too much stuff going in here and this is just gonna be a muddled mess.
Yeah, which I mean, oftentimes that is what's going on. But a lot of times also I think somebody has this idea in their mind when they mix it. They're like, I'm putting all these flavors in there, so that's exactly what I'm going to end up with. And a lot of times, as you know, that's just not what happens. I mean, things cancel each other out. Other flavors blend and become something totally different.
Yeah. You got to if you're going to try to put a bunch of flavors together, plus you got to know what goes together and what will layer and what will just, turn into a fucking disaster.
Yeah. I think because when I say, like for my DIY, especially if I say like what's in it, some people get excited about that because they're like, oh, that sounds really good. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not saying that's what it's going to taste like. I'm just saying these are the flavors that I use because the flavor changes so radically, especially given time to like steep out. Things change so crazy, So, yeah, I mean, I end up sometimes when I'm like, wow, this tastes like yogurt and fucking, raisins and shit. It's like, oh, this is crazy, So,
TFA just released a few new flavors, and one of them is a strawberry yogurt that I want to try.
Man, yogurt kind of fell out of favor for a while. Yogurt was really popular, especially with that one company came through and they were doing a bunch of yogurts. The people who run Naked 100 now, the Schwartz.
Yeah.
So the Schwartz was like they were like yogurt's the new custard and shit. That was like their whole tagline. And I was really into yogurt for a while. Yeah. So,
I finally got my hands on Addie's yogurt.
oh, that shit's delicious.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that.
Addie's
for sure.
yogurt, Addie's custard. Basically now the new Addie's custard, which is Addie's quick custard, using Fresh's shake and bake custard base, liquid born vanilla ice cream with a flavor of vanilla pudding.
I'll have to check that out. I've
And
had
it's
the
really-
yogurt, and I even don't really like strawberry kiwi, but that shit just works for some reason. It
You
is
throw a blueberry in with it and it changes. That's what it is.
nice.
You throw that Flavor West blueberry in there, and it's a whole different ballgame.
So Tups24 said Met 4 Golden Ticket is a good chocolate. Never.
Yeah, I've heard about that one too.
Oh, Sin, I'm jealous.
Sin, you don't get to vote on commercial e-liquids anymore. I told you. She's
rolling by TFA's offices just to get the new ones. I'm like,
oh, you son of a biscuit.
yeah, I think you might have my address, and you can send some my way. Actually, no, but Bull City's running a 15% sale this weekend, today and tomorrow only.
Just to remind anybody who wasn't here at the beginning of the show, check all your favorite retailers, check all your favorite e-liquid distributors. This is going to be the weekend to order, for real. So anyone try Cookie Twist banana oatmeal cookie? No, but I've heard a lot of good things about Cookie Twist, so but I haven't tried that one. No idea if it changes like tastes like runts.
There's a lot of bananas taste like runts.
99% of them taste like runts for some reason. And I had this lady go off on me in one of my videos where she's like, actually, that is what bananas used to taste like. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't care. That's not what they taste like anymore.
I don't care.
I don't care. Scotts Valley.
Well, it's funny, like Perillum is actually here in North Carolina, but you can't buy direct from Perillum. You have to go through Nick River, which is, all the way in California.
That's funny. That's funny. Thank you so much, Fix It Danner. I try. Reviewing e-liquid is not an easy thing, because everyone interprets things so differently. I have in the past given a bad review to some e-liquid. It tasted like it was called Swamp Thing. Who the fuck makes that? Doesn't matter. It's called Swamp Thing. It tastes like swamp. It tastes like grass. And so I said that. I'm like, this tastes like grass. It tastes like just terrible, right? And so someone in the comments is like, this is my favorite e-liquid ever. And I'm like, you never know with people, What I think tastes like shit, other people's are gonna think is fucking amazing. So.
Yeah, I got an invite next time I go to Ontario, in Canada. Swing by Flavor Art's new corporate offices and get a tour of all they got going on up there.
Fuck, that's a reason to go up there.
Yeah. I asked him, I said, you guys truck parking? We're in an industrial park. I said, all right, sold.
Yeah, they do pack orders very well. I will say that. I'm sure
I've never ordered direct from TFA, so
there's a couple flavors I use from them for my e-liquid, and I found that it was cheaper to order. It's always cheaper to order directly, but usually I don't, because usually I just order all from fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I don't understand? So maybe you can clear this up for me, Frank. Why is it that when I order, if I order flavors from Bull City, they come in different style containers than if I order somewhere else?
Because they rebottle a lot of it.
Really? So they just buy like 50-gallon drums of that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they may sell it in different sizes that you can't get from ordering from TFA or ordering from Capella.
Which they do for sure.
Capella, for the most part, if you're just getting the smallest bottle, you're getting the stock bottle from Capella.
Yeah.
But if you're ordering 30 mils, you're going to get it in their bottle.
Which I always wondered, because I will order like a 30 or like a 120, and even if I order from Bull City and I order like 6 30-ml bottles, there'll be like 3 different types of bottles just in that 6. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? They order like 1,000 different types of bottles.
That's like if you order from DIY Vapor Supply. I think everything I got was in their bottles, and their rebottles. Wow. Even if they were.
Huh? Cool. TFA sells in glass. Wow, yeah. Awesome. So, Swamp Thing is by Ruthless. Yeah, Ruthless. That's right. Man, we fucking hammered those guys. They just did not have very many good e-liquids. And it's weird because they're really popular. They're still popular. People still buy Ruthless e-liquid. Did not like any other stuff. At least, I mean, I can't remember liking any of them, at least. I remember that one stood out as being exceptionally bad. I got that from, there was a vape shop in a town called Healdsburg, which is about an hour north of us, south of us. And this guy was a real wacko, man. But he owned a really nice vape shop called Vaping Up. And it was like the first really nice vape shop I was ever at. Like, he had like a lounge. It was like very aesthetically pleasing. He had like old pinup style imagery and shit. Like,
cool.
It was really nice, right? And all 50s kind of decor and shit. And but the guy was a total fucking wacko, man. He like accused me of smoking one time, and which was fucking crazy. Like, so he like met me in my car, and I opened my car door, and he's like, "Fucking smoking in there?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "I think you're smoking." And I'm like, "Dude, get the fuck away from me!" You know what I mean? And he's like, "I'm not gonna give you all this e-liquid for free if you're smoking cigarettes." And I'm like, "Bro, seriously, take a step back, away from my fucking car."
Yeah.
And I never went back because it was just such a weird experience, you know. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
Like coming at me all sideways and shit, and I wasn't smoking, so whatever. Okay, so Zach Johnson, you're correct. There is one Ruthless e-liquid that I love, and that's Loaded, the glazed.
Yeah, I heard that one's like one of the best glazed donuts you can find.
Hands
God,
down.
I haven't had that in so long, dude.
It's still good. We just had some
Wow.
not that long ago. It's so good. It's the only
Still-
donut that actually tastes like donuts.
Does it gunk up your coil still?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's rough. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's rough. Where the fuck is my? So I had some coils.
It has 31 pear flavors. I think I have 3.
I'm not a huge fan of pear.
And it pisses me off.
Yeah, because DIY vapor supply, you can't tell them apart. Package everything sucks.
So this is, you want to talk about nasty coils?
Oh my god! Yeah,
This is from Kangaroo. This is from Kangaroo Custard. This is
Jesus.
5 days.
Holy shit, dude.
It's such a good e-liquid that I'm like letting it slide. I was going to like let my coils just stew until I did my review, so I could say, hey, it's been 2 weeks. This is what it looks like. But it got so bad that it lit on fire, and so I just had to change it. And so
Does it still taste good when it's that black?
yeah, this tastes great. Yeah, there's totally tastes
Wow.
good. So
That's
Oh,
weird.
wow.
I actually think it's gonna sound crazy, but I actually think it tastes a little better because there's so much built-in like sugar is built up on here.
Yeah, you're getting that
It's really
sweetness.
sweet, yeah. But this shit is rough, man. Like in my review, I say, dude, like, do not buy this if cotton is an issue for you. Do not buy this if you're running a sub-ohm tank. Do not buy this if it is difficult for you to change your cotton and coils, because this is a mess. It's just such a mess. It is such a good fucking e-liquid though that like usually this is like something I would deduct points for, but it works. It just works. And so like for them to like take the sweetener out, I think would change it so drastically that it wouldn't be worth it.
There was just a study about sucralose in vaping, and it's not good.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Talking about the different things that happens, once you absorb it, and how it could create aldehydes in your system, like formaldehyde.
Yeah.
It's not one of these biased ones. This is a straight up
Oh, I'm sure, dude. Yeah.
independent, someone that actually vapes. It's also a chemist and all that did a big study when DIY or Die. He did a video on it with the
And
actual.
That's the
author of
sweetener that they use?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you're using sucralose, which is in a lot of sweeteners, sweeteners like Capella Super Sweet, which is a very common one for commercial e-liquid because it's cheap and it's potent. You put 1% in this, and it'll hide every screw up you have.
Yeah.
And it's sucralose, and it kills your coils, and it's rough. I mean,
Sucralose is bad for you anyways, like just in general.
Yeah.
They use it in fucking ant killer. They use it. I mean, it's like one of the things they use to attract ants. So it's like an ant poison. It's not actually what kills the ants, but I
No.
have to say that they use it in ant killer.
It's the bait.
It's the bait, yeah. But it is not. I mean, it is not good for you. Like just to ingest it, like in Diet Coke and shit. It's bad for you, yeah. And here's the thing. There's a lot of stuff in our e-liquids
Chocolate.
that I think over time is going to show to not be good for you. But I think that's one of the things that we have to accept, it's about mitigation of harm. It's not about elimination of harm.
No, it's harm reduction.
Harm reduction. So I think that if you just vape VG, PG, and nicotine, you'd probably be fine. But once you start throwing flavors into the mix, it's kind of an unknown quantity at that point. You know what I mean? We don't really know 100% what the effect of like superheating flavorings and inhaling them are going to be. Sin N said something that's really smart. She said, I vape at low temps, thank goodness. They've actually shown that vaping at lower wattages and higher ohm coils reduces that harm by quite a bit. So
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because you're not cooking the metal as hard.
For a lot of reasons. You're not superheating things. You're not heating your metal to the point where you're degrading it. Look who decided to fucking come and party again. Giancarlo, what's going on, brother?
Belated happy birthday there, Jay.
Good
I believe
to
it was either yesterday or Friday.
Good to see you.
He's finally 21.
Finally 21. Is that really? You're fucking full of shit. Come on.
Of course.
I'm like, get real. Yeah, I've been seeing some shit from him on Instagram.
Oh, he's killing it with them boxes.
Yeah, loving it. Loving it. Does anyone know, speaking of box mods, does anybody know if Ruby Roo got her fucking Instagram back? I saw something where she had gotten her thing hacked.
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I do not know if she got it back yet.
Tyler, you know anything about it?
No, I don't.
So yeah, she got her shit hacked, and like the company's accounts got hacked, and so they were directing it all to her old man, like everything was going to him, Josh, whatever.
Yesterday, yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, but she moderates for Grim Green,
Mm-hmm.
and it was nothing was really brought up the other day when he does a live show on Thursdays a lot. And
I think maybe they were trying to like sweep it under the rug a little bit. Yeah. You don't want to bring attention. When you get hacked, the last thing you want to do is like bring attention to it, because then it brings out anyone else who might be interested in hacking you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh, let's just continue to fuck with this person. Send in vapes at 32 watts. Yeah, the crazy thing is I vaped extremely low on builds, as everyone knows, and extremely high wattages if you like were to calculate it all out. But I remember vaping at 11 watts and being totally satisfied. I remember like having a single coil in an RDA, and it was like 1 ohm, and I would vape at 11 watts. Fucking, so long ago now, but I was really happy with it, and so I could go back to vaping at like 30 watts. I remember when 30 watts was a lot. I remember when like that was like, holy shit, we got 30 watt mods. I remember when fucking they released a 20 watt regulated mod. That was a big deal. I remember when they released the 15 watt kick, and that was a big deal. You know what I mean? So you can get a satisfying vape. It's hard to go back once you are rocking the fucking noisy cricket and shit.
Yeah,
like
when you're pushing the safety of your batteries and you're just going wide open.
I like that heat.
Yeah.
I like the heat of a hot vape.
I've been vaping pretty lower lately myself.
Yeah. Welcome to the danger zone.
I don't even think I have any tubes sitting out. I'm vaping all regulated mods at this moment.
Heck, even the single coil I have in here is a 0.13.
That's a good single coil.
Yeah, it's a stainless steel alien.
The single coil that I have in my drop solo is 0.09.
Fucking A, bro.
Oh,
What's that,
I do have
19
Yeti Goon
gauge?
food. I do have Yeti Goon food in a goon, and it's a 0.07.
I have goon food and it's like 0.13.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
Maybe he used different metals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
could
the one I got came out to a 0.07. I was like, shit.
Giancarlo's right. 30 watts was unbelievable at the time. It was like a fucking revelation. It was like 30 watts. Holy shit. Like a 0.5 ohm build at 30 watts, it'll fucking roast your fucking nut hairs, man. That shit'll get warm, dude. Yeah, I remember those days. Those were a more innocent, Wild West days of vaping.
Yeah, 0.09 too high. Yep.
I'm not saying it's too high. I'm just saying that is what it is. 0.13 is a little too high. Let's be real.
Yeah, I got the 2700 A's going in here. Oop, magnet just pulled the battery right out.
Hey guys,
Okay.
I gotta hop off here.
All right,
All right,
brother.
I gotta
Hey.
go eat some dinner.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I'll probably have some time next weekend.
I'll hold you to that.
All right, man. I'll let you know.
All right.
All right.
Peace. 2700A. That's what you guys are all rocking nowadays, huh?
Yeah, it's the red ones.
See, I don't have
These
any of those. Are they good?
Yeah, real good. Especially in Max, these things they hit pretty good for a 2700.
See, that's like I remember thinking when Mooch said that those what are the fuck called 20 S's or 30 S's, the 18650s. He was like, this is the best mech mod battery on the market right now. I remember thinking like, how's it going to hit any harder? It's a battery, right? Until I bought some, and those fuckers hit like 10 times harder than any other battery that I own. So I bought a bunch of those. And so, yeah, if they hit good, man, I'll have to buy some of those.
Well, you know what's crazy? You would think a regulated mod, you're going to get the same experience and kind of batteries you're sticking in there. I got a couple of pairs of brownies from a sale that IMR had. Dude, over the 25 Rs that I was running in my regulated,
Yeah.
night and day.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was-
Samsung 20Ss, yeah.
Yeah, 20Ss are supposed to be good. You know, did you see where Mooch was he got a box from a vape shop. The guy asked him, is a friend of his, hey, check these batteries out. These were all given to me. Something seems fishy. And a bunch of them that were in the pack in the box were counterfeit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's why there was a time there where nobody would buy Sonys, the VTC series Sonys, because they were being counterfeit more than there was more counterfeits available than there was authentic Sony
Yeah.
VTCs. And that was really scary, because everyone was buying those Sonys at that time to use them for super sub-ohm vaping.
Yeah.
And so you get these things expecting that they're going to hold up under extreme circumstances, only to have it be like some 15 amp.
No, not even like 5.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's how people get hurt. So, yeah, bullshit. Yeah, the 20Ss, they are. I will say this: if you're going to use a mechanical mod for like lower ohm builds, 20Ss are where it begins and ends. They have very short battery life, like their milliamp hours. Even what they're rated at, I think is a little bit misleading because it seems like you get a handful of really good hits and then you basically have to change them. But those handful of really good hits is like no other battery I've ever used. They are so good. And because my 2700s lag so far behind that, even in my 2700 mods, like my my Interceptor, I just use 20Ss with a sleeve because it's so much better, So I'll have to try those A's. You know who makes them?
Oh, Samsung.
Samsung. I think they're like the only ones who do make the 2700s, right?
No, iJoy.
iJoy. Fucking iJoy. I think that's what I have. Whatever. I got some the original ones I got were purple, and I got them, and they were from freaking Inikin.
E-Fest. Purple one sounded like E-Fest.
Yeah, no, but
or Amp King.
It was from Innikin, and they were branded Innikin. Like the wrap all said Innikin and shit on them.
Oh,
I
okay.
rewrapped them since then, but I think they were probably from Samsung. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, it's always a trade-off between amps and milliamp hour. The 20S is kind of an extreme example of that, though. I mean, it's not like you don't get a good
Sanyo, yeah, you're right. Man, so.
it's not like you don't get a good usage from them. I'm very happy with the 20Ss. Just be prepared that you're going to be changing your batteries. It's real easy. Like every once in a while, Maria will be like, "Oh, I think my battery's dead," and she'll hand it to me. I'll put it on the charger, and it'll be at like 3 volts. And it's like it happens real quick, you know. So
Yeah, these are 3,200 milliamp hours. These 2,700 A's.
yeah, that's what's up. Those 2700s, man. That's what makes them good. Is you get good battery life and a good amp limit, and they're not so big. Like that's what was cool about the 2650s back in the day, was that they had high amp limits and high milliamp hours, but they were just so unwieldy. That the fucking things are like D cells, you know.
Yeah.
So the mods and shit were just look stupid. Although I do like a good 2650, but they were a little bit ridiculous. So, any fans of Prohibition Vapor? Both their White Lightning and Syntax are fire. I don't think I've ever had any Prohibition Vapor.
Syntax is good. White Lightning is okay. Now, their White Lightning on ice, if you like a menthol vape, is, I think, better than the regular White Lightning.
What are the flavors?
Let's see, Syntax is, one of them is like a golden Oreo. Another one is like a peanut butter custard, I think. It's been like almost 2 years since I had them. But I reviewed them. I probably have to go back and watch them.
Prohibition Vapor. I'm going to Google it real quick. Oh, okay. So he's not here right now, but Drowsy, if he watches the replay, I promised I would have some pictures of my computer. I just changed the case, and so I built a new computer, and the case that I had just didn't have good airflow, and so my computer was getting really hot.
Yeah,
and I wasn't getting the best performance out of it. So I got a new case and a liquid cooler for my CPU, and we were talking about it last week, and so I actually put this all together. I was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning on a work night doing it. It was turned out to be more of a job than I thought it was going to be. But I do have some pictures I want to show before we end tonight, so I can show, so in case he watches this, he can see it. And Sin was interested too, so I'll show her as well. But first, I'm going to look up Prohibition Vapor, because it sounds really familiar.
Yeah, they're out of Long Island.
Prohibition Juice Co.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
They're good guys. They advocate. They're a decent company.
I think maybe I just saw your review of them.
Maybe, yeah, from like 2017, like November, December 2017, somewhere around there.
So White Lightning is a watermelon lemonade. So that probably would be good with some kind of menthol in it.
Yeah.
And then let's see what the other one is.
Yeah, Syntax, and there's like 18th Amendment, and what the hell's the other one?
Syntax. Syntax is peanut butter, caramel, vanilla custard. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's good.
It won Best in Show 2019 Midwest Vapor Expo.
I think 3 people went to that.
Are you out? And it says it, yeah. You're probably right.
That was one in Toledo.
Yeah. It says it won't dry you out, so it means it must be not too dry. Some peanut butters can definitely be dry.
Yeah, that one was decent from what I remember. Yeah, Riding Shotgun. That's
Riding Shotgun, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, it's the Golden Oreo.
Vanilla cream, cookie pudding, yeah. Yeah. And then, what else? They got a lot of fucking flavors. 18th Amendment?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
One. Let's look at that one. White peach, orange, strawberry, watermelon, cream. Wow, that's a wild flavor. They like watermelon, apparently.
Yeah.
And then Speakeasy is a root beer vanilla ice cream soda. That sounds kind of good, actually.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one. I think it had too much of an anise note for me. Too much black licorice.
Oh yeah, fuck that shit. Winner of the best drink award at NVE Foxwoods 2018. So.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying it's bad. Just it wasn't my taste.
Hey, that's not a fucking hard category to win though either. I mean, how many liquids are flavored like liquids? So, and then Booze Hound. That's what this is.
That's their new one, I think.
Blood Orange Mimosa. Champagne's a tough flavor. I've had a lot of mimosa e-liquids over the years, surprisingly, and it's just one of those ones that's usually not done well.
Yeah.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, though. Okay, before we end, let me open these pics real quick.
Yeah, take it easy, Buick. See you next time.
Later. No dick pics, I promise. Those are for later.
Good.
Good. All right, let me share. That's the one. Okay. So this is the case that I got. Those fans in the front are 200 millimeter. A normal case fan's 120 millimeter. So these are like fucking helicopter blades. They're huge.
Nice.
And it's all mesh on the front, so it got lots of intake, which is good. I will say this, that since I got this new case, my temperatures have gone down by like more than half.
Oh,
So
good.
I was normally sitting at like around 70 degrees Celsius, and now I'm down to like 35, 30. So under low.
Almost room temperature.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm striving for. And this is the liquid cooler that I got for my CPU. So, it's a closed loop, all in one kind of thing. This is the radiator here. And the liquid goes from the CPU up through the radiator and then back down. And the fans are all cooled the liquid down. This has lowered my temperatures on my CPU by more than half. It's been fucking amazing, actually. So, been really, really happy with that. So this is some of the process. I had it torn apart here. I installed my radiator on top. Had not installed the block yet. This was not fun. I was talking to my friend during this whole experience, and he kept going like, "Are you done yet?" And I'd be like, sending him these pictures. It was an experience because I basically had to take everything apart and start from scratch. This is it sitting. This is a terrible picture, but this is it sitting next to my desk. Those giant fucking fans, and they're all RGB, so we got lots of unicorn vomit going on around.
Yeah.
And this is when I had torn everything apart. And these are some bad pictures. I actually have to take it apart again. I'll take some better pictures with the side panels off, but the actual block that goes on the CPU glows. It matches the fans.
Yeah.
And this is it once it was all installed. And this is my new chair. I got a Lazy Boy new computer chair.
Looks comfy.
It's I have a big and tall Lazy Boy at work that I absolutely just fucking love. And so I thought this one was going to be, exactly the same. It's not. It is comfortable, but my one at work is like next level, man. It's the best chair I've ever sat in, and this one's good. It was a lot cheaper than the one at work. The one I got at work was like $350. They bought it for me, so of course I went all out. But this one's good. It's comfortable to sit in. It just feels like I'm kind of being forced to sit forward a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I'll get used to it. All right.
In our dispatch offices, they have them ones, the desk setups that raise up.
Yeah.
This way, they want you to stand part of the day. This way, you're not just stuck in a chair.
Yeah.
All the ergonomics and all that.
So I had a standing desk at work for a while, but I actually took it. I have it here now. It's my build table. I wanted the one. What I wanted was there's one that you can actually put on top of your desk. Like it's just like it looks like a table, right, with some legs, and then he just has a little remote so you can raise it up on your desk that you already have.
Yeah.
Because at work I'm kind of entrenched. Like my desk, I already have it all set up and shit. I don't want to like replace it, and no standing desk has the same kind of like storage space as a normal desk. They're all basically just tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that's just it kind of has to be, but yeah. So I just brought it home. It's sitting over there. It's what I built coils on now. It's kind of funny. I wanted them to buy me the one thing. They wouldn't do it, so I just stole the other thing.
Yeah, I want to find some time, and I've been watching Nick Devine's coil class.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of builds that I know are in my ability to do. I'm not crazy intimidated by, and I have the wire for it. I just have to sit down and actually do it.
There's no coil out there, Frank, that you couldn't do, man. I'm telling you. They're not that hard. They look intimidating, man, but they're not that hard. Unless you get it up here like me with aliens, I got it up here that I can't, and so now I literally can't. So.
Yeah. Yeah, these were frame staples where he used 38 gauge for the core and like twisted like 12 pieces of 38 gauge, and then he's got 28 gauge frames, and then he's got it wrapped in 38 gauge.
That would be pretty tough. But I mean, not impossible, that's for sure.
Yeah, the way he was explaining it was, he took six pieces of like about 18 inches long of 38 gauge, laid them out, folded them in half, so now you got 12 pieces, twisted the ends like you're rolling a joint, put it in the drill, and just let it go like 10 times. Nothing crazy, just to get a light twist in it, just so it all binds together right. And then that's the core. Yeah, that's the core. Then you put the frames on the outside of that, and then you wrap it.
Yeah, I actually like frame staples because they're really not that hard to make. With 38 gauge, like when you were saying 38 gauge, I was thinking if that's just the cores, that would be impossible for me because working with 38 gauge, first off, I can barely see it.
Yeah,
my eyes are getting fucking terrible, and my hands, I broke my hands so many times from fighting and playing football and all kinds of shit that like I can barely feel when I touch something. So like to hold on to 38 gauge is tough for me. But if you twisted a bunch of pieces together, that would be pretty easy.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like he was doing, and the way he breaks it down step by step, and it's a live chat, and people were asking all kinds of other questions, and I was just trying to follow what he was saying. I saved the videos this way. If I do get a chance to get around to building, I can go back and watch it again. He's
really good. I like. I mean, if I'm gonna pick a builder though, I like Black Cat. But
yeah,
call me crazy. I like
Black
that
Cat's
guy.
good. Freddy's good. I haven't seen Freddy around in a while.
No, me neither. Oh man, if we're gonna just pick a builder, I mean, what I mean is like for like YouTube. I like Nick a lot. Don't get me wrong. I think Nick Devine is amazing. But like if I'm gonna watch a show, I really like Black Cat because it just seems he's really mellow. It's not even necessarily that I learned like a lot from him, but it's just a mellow, chill show.
It's fun, yeah.
It's fun, yeah, definitely. All right, I think we're gonna call it quits for the night, you guys. We're over the hour mark. I want to say thank you so much to Frank for coming and hanging out with us. Makes the hour go by a lot faster. Thank you to everybody who's watching. And see Dustin Vapor there. What's going on, brother? Yeah, thank you guys so much. If you haven't watched my latest video, I just uploaded a video of Straw Beezy from Wake Mod Co. Go check it out. And yeah, more videos to come. And that's it. A joint. Whatever do you mean? Come on now. It's funny because here in California, since it's legal, my buddy just posted a picture the other day of a pack of pre-rolled joints, and he sent me a picture of it. And it's funny because when we were kids, like not kids, but like when we were teenagers, we used to like sit around and be like, just imagine one day you'd be going to a store and buy a pack of joints, man. And I used to always think, there's no fucking way. And he proved me wrong.
Yeah.
20 fucking years later, 25 years later, he proved me wrong. So crazy times we're living in. All right.
Oh, yeah.
See you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming. Peace out. And yeah, we'll see you then.